the Celebrity Equinox.
Thank you very much indeed, Captain. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone.
All right, well, enjoy this announcement with me. I tried to go live just a little bit ago, and then I had to stop because the captain started a super long announcement, and now this announcement is coming. So just listen with me and pretend you're on board.
Choosing this vacation and holiday experience with us. We're going to have a great time together. We've got some beautiful ports of call that we're going to, but
this
you
had
know
to happen,
that
right?
already because you're the ones that booked the cruise. Now, I'd like to give you a quick rundown of some of the things that are happening around the ship tonight for us to enjoy.
Trying to make sure I have this set up correctly.
Showtime 7 or 9 o'clock this evening. We invite you to come and join us in the Equinox Theatre because tonight we start with comedy and laughter. There's no better way to start a cruise than with a little bit of fun, a little bit of laughter. You can kick back, relax, and certainly enjoy. And that's from Mr. Jason Blanchard, everyone, all the way from Canada. He's going to be performing for us tonight, once again in the theatre, and that's deck 4 and 5.
I'm sorry that this
so I really look forward to
announcement is going on, everybody, for people who are just showing up. I'm going to wait until it's done before I continue talking. But thank you to everybody who's coming. We're going to get into, like, if you have some questions about Margaritaville at sea or about what this has been like so far, I'll let you know in just a second. But there's no reason for me to talk over this announcement, and I don't want to go out of the stream and start again. So just hang out and listen.
There's lots of live music that will be happening around the ship, as always, each and every single night, but especially this evening. Whilst you find your way around, get yourselves lost and find your way around again.
It's the ship voice of God,
because this is now your
cruise
home
director
away from home. Now, you may have already noticed from my dulcet tones that I'm all the way from London, England. I actually...
Hi Aida, hi Dan, hi Kathy, hi Brad, hi Pascal, hi Auntie Vera, hi Hazel, hi everybody.
Just up the road, about 25 minutes away. For those of you that thought I was Australian,
Karen,
well, you're wrong.
Can you go
British,
over to the other stream, please, and let them know to come over here? I don't know how to do that. I was trying to stop that stream before it even started, and then somehow it went through. Can somebody please go over to the other chat and let them know to come over here, please? Thank you.
I'm all the way from England. I hope you have an amazing time with us. If you want to find out about the entertainment, it's very easy to do. You've got the daily planner, which is delivered to your rooms on a nightly basis from a wonderful housekeeping team. Not just that, you've also got the app. If you haven't downloaded the app, it's completely free.
For anybody who is
straightforward to use.
Just showing up,
Not only can you see the
I'm going to get to some questions and tell you about some things in just a second. I'm just waiting for the announcement to finish. And anybody who's watching this not live in the future, just skip ahead until this is over, unless you want to listen to it.
Of the activities, and we'll welcome some other people to come and join us.
I'm laughing at you guys' comments.
Thanks very much indeed for listening. Welcome on board once again, everyone. I hope you have an amazing time with us. And most importantly, I'm really looking forward to meeting you in the theatre tonight.
Great.
For showtime 7 or 9 p.m.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one, everyone.
I swear, if one more announcement comes, thank you everybody who's here right now. Like I was saying, I started to set up the live chat, and then the captain started an announcement, and that went on for like 7 minutes, and I kept thinking, okay, it's gonna finish in a second, it's gonna finish, and then he just kept talking, and then when he finished, I had to start another live chat, and I know there's some people in the other one, so if you've come over from that other one, thank you so much. But then, as soon as I did go live, then the cruise director started talking. So anyways, here I am, everybody. We disembarked the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise ship this morning. We had a really easy journey using Uber and the Brightline train and Uber again to get here to the Equinox, which is the ship that I'm on right now. And I don't think I've ever gotten from the curb onto the ship as fast as we did today on the Equinox. And that's without being in any sort of upgraded suite class or anything. That was just being a normal passenger. And here we are. So, let me know if you guys have any specific questions, and hello to everybody. Morgan, it feels like you have the Home Shopping Network on. No. Hello from Winnipeg. Hi, Donnell. Oh, yes. Florida Cruiser says, thank God he's not doing the announcement in 3 languages. That happens when you're on a Mediterranean cruise. Hi, Kameka. Hi, Queetbeat. Hello, Miller Time. I look exhausted. I feel pretty good, actually. Maybe it's just because I'm squinting a little bit because the sun coming in here. I feel good. Pretty sure we were on the Equinox last cruise. Journey with Josh wants to know, how did you like Margaritaville? And Kathy, I'm sure that a lot of people want to know. And I'm just going to talk about it just really shortly because I'm definitely going to be making a much bigger video about that. And I recorded a lot of video footage while on board. I would say altogether, Margaritaville was pretty cool. We had a good time, and we booked this license to chill package. So when you book with Margaritaville, you can book just the standard cabin, and then the food is included and the shows are included just like on any other cruise ship. And then they have these upgraded packages you can book. It's kind of similar to MSC. And we went for the license to chill package, which included a lot of perks and things like having one dinner in the steakhouse and having a champagne brunch or champagne breakfast in the steakhouse and things like that. But all together, for the price, people, for the price, it was really, really good. It was a lot of fun. And the only thing that I I would say, I don't know, I felt uncomfortable by, or the only thing that was just kind of weird about it were some of the other people on board. But that, you know, that can happen on any ship basically. But the food that we had was good. The service that we had was good. People were really friendly. The shows were. We enjoyed the shows more than we enjoy the shows on Virgin Voyages, for example. Live singing and dancing, people really singing, people playing instruments, just sort of singing and dancing and having a good time. We like those kind of shows, especially, I guess. And yeah, I would definitely recommend Margaritaville at Sea for people who have cruised already. I would not recommend it as anybody's first cruise. I don't think, not just because of it being Margaritaville and because of it just being a little bit different than normal cruises, but just I don't think that a micro cruise is ever a good idea for somebody's first cruise, because I just don't think that that is a way to sort of really get an idea of what cruising is like, and you're not going to fall in love with cruising on a 2-night cruise, I don't think. I hope that's enough details for now. If you want to ask something really specific about all that, go ahead, let me know in the comments, and otherwise, coming very soon, you will see more very detailed videos about Margaritaville at Sea. Of course, it wasn't all great. There will be some things that I will be talking about, but I just keep saying, for the price, what do you expect? You know, if you pay 99 euros for, or $99 for a cruise, and then you're expecting it to be the same level as like Disney or Celebrity, you can only be disappointed. You know what I mean? All right. Don Stearns is asking, how easy was getting on the Brightline train? Also, how early do you have to book it? I don't know how early you have to book it. I know that you reserve a seat when you book. So if the train is full, then it's going to be full. And the train that we were on was pretty full, and it was very easy once we got to the station. There are friendly people working there. There's signs everywhere. And I mean, where we live in Northern Europe, in Germany, we're traveling trains all the time. So that part of it kind of seemed familiar to us. But these trains are super nice. And the fact that now they go from Miami all the way up to Orlando, that's a really great thing. And I can see us sometime soon doing a Disney vacation and then taking the Brightline train down here to Fort Lauderdale or West Palm Beach or Miami, and then doing a cruise before we go home. Really super easy, very nice trains, feel very new, modern, and safe. Can definitely recommend it. Cheryl writes, hi Morgan, got your book on order from my hubby. We love your channel and your unbiased reviews on everything. Well, thank you so much. I hope it puts a smile on your face. I hope you don't read through it too quickly. It's not a huge book. It's just sort of like a fun afternoon read. And thank you so much for your support. She's talking about my book, Getting Stitches on a Cruise Ship, available on Amazon now. If I could make the picture show up here, I would. Greetings from Minneapolis. Greetings back from Fort Lauderdale. Great to see you live. Looking forward to your Margaritaville videos. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting them online. Of course, it's going to be probably another couple weeks until the first one goes online, but we'll see how much time I have to get some work done while also filming. I'm on the Equinox now and will be on this ship for until the end of the week. So kind of doing two things at once, but that's what I love to do. And hopefully by next Sunday time, it will be one of the Margaritaville cruise videos. Who else has a specific question about what just happened or what's happening now? For me, I see Hazel wants to know, how long are you going to be on this cruise? It's a 6-day cruise, so it's Sunday today for anybody who's watching this in the future. We just boarded and it ends on Saturday. Was the buffet called the Jimmy Buffett on Margaritaville? No, it was called, what was it called again? Something about indecision, port of indecision, I think, meaning, you can just have everything you want. Hello from Orlando, Daniel. Thanks for coming. Hello from Southern Florida. Joe wants to know if I got to see the SpaceX launch last night. We didn't get to see it, but we're kind of far away from Port Canaveral, and I don't think we would have been able to really see it from here anyways. I don't know, maybe, but we did not try to see it. Got Jojo here and Gayla and Florida. Are we doing any excursions on this cruise? Florida Cruisers asks. We didn't book any ship excursions. We're going to do some self-guided excursions and just probably also kind of relax a lot and spend a lot of time on the ship. Henry wants to know, any plans to go on Icon of the Seas? I would love to go on Icon of the Seas. I'm sure it will happen eventually, but I don't have it booked at the moment. Carolyn, after having to cancel 4 cruises over the past couple of years for various reasons, I'm really hoping to finally get on one soon. I miss cruising. Well, Carolyn, sorry about that. I hope you get to cruise again soon, and I'm glad that I can sort of take you with me in my videos. On a Cruise wants to know, what made me choose Equinox for this cruise? Have I been on Equinox before? Have not been on Equinox before. The only other celebrity cruise I've done was on the Apex, and it was fantastic. And just this cruise fit to the time and the budget for this period of time that Marcus could be with me here in Southern Florida. I'm staying longer than he is. And so, I don't know, we just kind of picked this, and looking forward to comparing this somewhat older celebrity ship to the really super fancy new Apex. When we were on it, I think it was one of the first cruises of the Apex. So yeah, I already noticed some differences. This cabin does seem, I know you can only see just a little bit of it here. This cabin does seem a little bit in the years, little bit worn, and especially Marcus and I both noticed the only place where you can plug anything in is right here next to the desk, and by the bed there's no power at all. So that's just something I feel like every modern hotel room, every modern cruise ship needs, is plugs next to the bed. You know what I mean? Sandra just boarded the NCL Encore, going to Alaska in a few hours. Have fun. Tony, no matter the topic, whenever YouTube recommends a new video from you, I immediately watch it. I value your perspective, experience, and humor. Sail on. Thank you so much, Tony. That makes me feel good. I love to, sort of be a part of your life like this, and help entertain and inform you. And actually, on the Equinox here, whenever I'm on ships, I always run into people that know me from YouTube, and it's always really cool, and I have a lot of fun, like actually getting to see people face to face. You watch my videos, you see me on your phone or in your living room on the television, but I never really get to see any of you until I actually meet you in person. And usually people are really cool and sometimes kind of stealth about saying hello, but today on the Equinox, we got into a super crowded elevator, like one of these elevators where people are kind of standing shoulder to shoulder, and there was a woman in there. I didn't catch her name. She didn't introduce herself, but she was like, "Oh my gosh, I know you from YouTube. You're the guy from YouTube, right? Honey, look, we know him from YouTube. We watch your videos. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm meeting you." And it was, there was a lot of sort of hectic energy in this just short moment. And other people were kind of looking at me and looking at her, and I don't encounter quite like that before, where lot of really hectic energy on a cruise. Just send a super chat. Thank you so much. Let me hit the heart here. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to use that to buy myself a glass of wine maybe on board here. And Danielle writes, don't forget to hit the like button. We're at 49 likes right now. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Katie. Katie, I got to meet Katie on the Symphony, and she came to the Sofa Time Live event that I did on the Symphony. That was a fun transatlantic cruise, and it was fun to do that live and sit down and chat with you all then, too. Dan Bransfield is going to be in Florida November 10th, is looking for a January cruise from Tampa. If anybody has any suggestions, write them to Dan. Russell says, I think you will like the medium-sized Solstice class ships from Celebrity. Yeah, we did just do a little bit of walking around this afternoon before going to the buffet and coming back down here to the cabin to unpack. And it looks pretty nice so far. You know, for anybody who doesn't know, and I had forgot about this ship, the Equinox, and I think several other Celebrity ships in this class, they have on the top deck, there's a big part of it that's grass, like real grass growing. And of course it's a nice gimmick, but they really have dedicated a lot of the top deck to growing grass. And personally, it's not something that I feel like, you know, it's not a make or break for me if my cruise ship has a field growing on it. Know what I mean? All right, I'm just gonna do one or two more questions here and then I'm gonna hit the road, but thanks everybody for coming or watching this in the future. Florida Cruises wants to know, does the shower have curtains or glass? I think it's glass. I'm not gonna run back and look, but you'll see when I make the cabin tour, but I'm pretty sure it's glass. On Margaritaville, it was a curtain with two big flip-flops on it. Question, Miller Time wants to know, how does Celebrity compare to Royal? Do they have adult-only areas comparable to the solarium? Well, that's a very complicated question. I'm just going to answer it really quickly. Celebrity and Royal are from the same company, and the experience, I think, on board is very similar in the quality and the service. However, the Celebrity ships are way more laid back, so there's no water slides, there's no surf simulators, things like that. It's more of like sort of geared at grown-ups and much more relaxed. And yes, they do have adults only areas similar to the solarium, but most of the times you don't really see a lot of kids on Celebrity cruises anyways, I think. I hope that answers your question. Hey Tim, thanks for coming. I'm just on my way out. Brian S says all Celebrity showers have glass enclosures. Okay. Larry is going to be on Margaritaville this Tuesday, hoping for less of a booze cruise, due it to being midweek. Glad to hear the food was better than expected. Yeah, I mean, we thought for the price, the food in the buffet and the main dining room is pretty good. One thing I will tell you is, I mean, we only had two like evening meals on board. And the first one was in the steakhouse, which the food was excellent. The service was excellent. It was just as good as any other main dining room or upcharge restaurant on any other cruise ship we've been on. And then the second night we were in the main dining room and the food was good too, but the service, this waiter was so confused. I don't know if he had too many tables or whatever, but he was really confused. He seemed to not know what was on the menu. And then we ordered our food, and of course Marcus and I don't eat the same things because I don't eat meat and he loves to eat meat and fish. And for whatever reason, the waiter brought Marcus everything that I ordered, and then I got it too. So it was like he just ignored Marcus's order, and then instead of coming back and asking, sorry, what was it you wanted again? He just brought us two of everything, and it was two of what I ordered. And yeah, that was kind of weird. It's, you know, didn't seem to be that complicated. We didn't ask for anything special, really, just what was on the menu. And he couldn't, for some reason, he couldn't figure it out. I know a lot of people would have said something about it. Am I still here? I seem to have disconnected. If I'm still around. Brian S says, uh-oh. Yeah, I also had an uh-oh here. Morgan out. And I'm back. Yeah, I'm back, but it's been 20 minutes now, and I'm using a prepaid eSIM, so I'm not even sure how much internet I have left. Just let me say again, thanks to everybody for coming out here. Please check back in the next few weeks for the first of the Margaritaville at Sea videos. Also, on the way over here, we flew on Delta, and I ended up sitting in one of the double bulkhead seats where it's kind of like an upgrade because you have all this space in front of you, but there were some things about it that are also not that nice, and so that's also going to be in a video coming up about like why I would book that seat and why I most likely will not book that seat again. So just a little bit of travel information for you too. All right, everybody, thanks for coming. Make sure you press thumbs up before you go, and yeah, check Facebook and Instagram for live updates of what's going on this ship as well. And let me figure out how to end this here. I think I just pressed this. Do I want to stop streaming? Well, I don't, but I'm going